and of course a Tibetan Buddhist nun, and joined the Central Institute of Higher Tibetan Studies, Sarnath, since 1996, and graduated with a Shastri, that's bachelor's degree, in 2003. She is currently working as a research assistant in the Dictionary Department of Research Section of Central Institute of Higher Tibetan Studies. And the rest, I would like you to speak about yourself.
Thank you. So first of all, yes, I would like to thank the organizers, especially Professor Yan and Professor Negi, through whom I've been invited to join this August gathering of wonderful women academics, leaders, and teachers, and also to see such a, a wonderful community of all different faiths and communities. As you just heard, I've been here since 1996. I mean, we've been on and off here and there, but mainly I've spent almost half of my life in Varanasi. So as we've been saying, the city of Kashi and the Sarnath. Sarnath is the place, as we all know, the place where the Buddha gave his first teachings. So, and then I've been living in Sarnath for all these years. And yeah, so as you can see, I'm a Tibetan Buddhist nun, and I mean, my parents come from Tibet, but I was born in India, Sikkim, and I studied in a convent school. So I have connections with Christianity. As there used to be St. Xavier's Convent in my hometown area, so I studied there when I was young, and then later I joined a Tibetan Buddhist nunnery in my village. And then later, after some years, I joined Sarnath University for my further studies. Okay. Yeah, I was going to that. Yes. So that's just a brief introduction about myself. And nun's life, some of you may have read about it or not, but it's a very interesting story about the nuns community. The founding of the nuns community in Buddhism is very interesting. There's a story, and traditional accounts does say something that Buddha was initially reluctant to sort of give permission to the women to become ordained. But we don't know whether he was really reluctant or not, because we get all these stories or the accounts from the texts that have been edited many centuries or later by some editors, and they are mainly male editors. So, and there's a huge debate in the scholastic world. In academic world, there's a debate that we don't really know whether it has been really like that Buddha was reluctant. But anyway, because it is in the traditional accounts, it's been there like that. So the story is that it's a very interesting story. So as we know, Buddha left his home and became initially practitioner, and then he became Buddha, he attained Buddhahood. And then when he came back to his home after 5 years, Kapilvastu, many of his family members, the male family members, joined him as his followers and became monks and like that. And then the ladies were also saying like, hey, we don't want to just stay at home, we also want to join you. And then there wasn't like a sort of the organized community at that time. So, and then it was the leader of those ladies was actually Buddha's aunt. Buddha's story is quite famous. So Buddha's actual mother passed away 7 days after birth. And then Buddha was taken care of by his aunt Prajapati Gautami. And now, after this, when Buddha has come back home as a Buddha, his aunt, is now coming to him and saying, I want to also, along with like 500 Shakyan ladies, she came and said, just like other Shakya, the Shakya clan men have joined you and they have started practicing with you. We would also like to, join your community and practice and study. And then we are told in the stories that we are told that Buddha was like, just be careful of joining the Sangha, joining the community as nuns or, like that. You can just practice as, in your own situation as of now. That's what the story states. But we don't know why he said it initially like that. But he wasn't saying that because of he thought that they were not able or capable of joining it, But the story goes like that, whatever. And then she didn't give up. She persisted. The whole group, 500 Shakya ladies and the Gautami, led by Gautami, went all the way from Kapilavastu to Vaishali, the geographic, on barefoot, and they said, there also they went on again requested. And at that time, one of the attendants of the Buddha, named Ananda, asked Buddha, so why are you, troubling these ladies? They have been asking you since, your visit to Kapilavastu, why are you not letting them join? Do you think they are not capable of practicing? Do you think they are not capable enough to attain the four fruits? We have like the 4 stages of realizations. The stream matter, and then once returner, and non-returner, and the enlightened arhat. So he asked, are they not able to practice and to reach those stages? Then Buddha gave a very firm answer saying, no, that's not the reason that I've been telling them not to join the order. They can. And he made a very sort of huge declaration saying they can, in fact, attain all these 4 stages of realizations. So like that, there has been, so it wasn't because of the incapability or inferior or anything, but if the story was correct, he was maybe slightly not ready to say yes immediately. There might have been other reasons, but it is sure that he didn't see it is because of the women's inferior or in terms of capability or anything like that. So in that way, the nuns order sort of started and flourished, and then we have, in the accounts, hundreds of enlightened nuns during the time of the Buddha. And that tradition has been going on until now. So, and now, at this stage today in the world, there are many Buddhist traditions, as some of you may have seen, like, Tibetan Buddhists or Thai Buddhists, and although we wear different, clothings, the nuns from the community is quite vibrantly going on. But, as a society, like ma'am said, proprietor society, there has been some challenges and some, sort of problems and inequalities in terms of things. But in the last 20 years, it has changed a lot. Particularly in terms of Tibetan Buddhist tradition also, it's changed a lot. It improved a lot in terms of nuns' education and everything. So that's just a great, Ms. Mata asked me about the nuns' reason. Maybe we will further discuss it. Thank you.